psychodrama, we only know one thing, fellas. That's right. To give them the flux. To give them the flux.
These rappers is shucking and jiving and stuff, getting themselves in the shit that they can't get out of. Fucking up, here go the flux. A display of lyrics and patterns and rhythms by Side and Young Buck.
For viewers' discretion, it's only factual, non-fiction, homie. The ruler, the thumb sticking out, cause you know me. Federal, pimp lock the block, you can't hold me. Situation getting heavy, ammo get low, need my homie with side.
Well, your homie right on you, you know from the fire. Go with that on these bitches, it's devious as we gon' get on this shit. Let's talk, let's not sit on this shit. We the shit on this shit, they just spit on this shit.
So much psychodramatic, oh happy, get this bit crazy, the ranger with it, this shit. Buck inside is the physicist. Belligerent, feel it, cause we ignorant. Nigga, y'all in it, the flux is the subject of weight and adrenaline, the feel a bitch. Side the medic, buck the relic, and drama that did it to him once again. Chance that you get, change to your face, and the blood to the covers, undisputed bitch.
And again, to the end of the pen, be worse than this sin against men. I'm feeling fenced in. From birth, saw the light of the earth, and I've been fucked up since then. This fusion, clenching, the might get that bitch contusions. It's two of Chicago's fucking gruesome. Introducing
What up, Taco Crew? Impact is back in Chicago. Let's get into it. Let's go.
When the play hit the streets, I happen to get up and leave your grave in. Lucifer got nothing to do with this shit. To the days of dirt, getting fucked up within. And I put that on the house, bitch. To the days of the dirt, you gon' cancel that down shit. Silly motherfucker.
And you can inhale the danger. Consider this us spilling out pails of anger. Fuck around, swell a vein up and make you rebel on a stranger. Can't contain the things I'm thinking. Sometimes I be feel like I'm sinking in the motherfucking words of the rap. Floating in the ink pen, breathing and blinking as I lead you to the brink and push you off in the deep end of the issue. Out of the realm of reaching you.
What is going on, Taco Crew? My name is Jesse, a.k.a. your very own one and only Chi-Town Samark, coming at you seconds after just leaving the Impact show live. I got from the Cicero Stadium all the way back home and said, okay, all right, whatever, man. The show was taped. Good shows, man. Good shows. I wanted to see them back to see how they how we came off on TV. It's not bad. The crowd reaction is always better when you watch it back than when you're there live. When you're there live, you're thinking everything's quiet and shit. Like, why everybody's so quiet? Why everybody so quiet? You get back home like, oh shit. I guess it was louder than we thought. I don't know. If you ever been to a Chicago wrestling crowd, you know what I mean. But it's just weird when you're there in person. It don't seem that loud, but when you get back and watch it on TV, like, oh, okay, I guess we are rowdy as hell. Man. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all. As a matter of fact, who is here? Mike Rouse, always in the house as usual. Oh my God, Lord Quaz is here, man. I saw Quaz over there in the Impact Zone chat. What's going on with you, man? Ty Kane, Robert Logan, Ben Espinoza, DJ Vampy Wrestling, God. What is going on with everybody? JP Giles, as always. Michael Williams. Welcome, bro. Welcome. Thanks for being here. I hope you enjoy yourself, man. Eddie Foster, as always. American Rock Star. Patrick Palmer. Timothy Thornton. The Sex Machine. Sometimes I just don't feel right saying it. Julian Maravara. I am so glad you are all here, man. I'm so glad you are all here. Peter Lynn Renee. Susan D, head of talent relations in the house. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all. I'm going to do a little something different from now on going forward. At the end of the show, what I am going to do is shout out each and every last single member of the Taco Crew. You guys are the lifeblood of this channel, and that very, very, very minimal support that you guys donate here once a month, I don't want you guys to feel like it goes unappreciated, because it is so appreciated. It is so welcomed, and it was so needed. So if you would like to get on the Taco Crew, get those memberships in and get your shout out, personal shout out, at the end of the show. So, all right. Before we get started into the business at hand, there's some unsettling news going around as it pertains to AEW and Tony Khan and the women's division. I don't quite know how to address this, if I'm going to be honest with you guys. So instead, if you guys, and I'm going to bring it up because if you guys have not heard about it, I would like you guys after this stream, go look up the Lufisto tweet and I think interview on Fightful, and check up on it yourselves. And it's disturbing, man. It's disturbing. We need to do better. We need to do better. On to the show. So I was there live at the Impact tapings, and it was a lot of fun. It was my first time being there. I was front row both nights. If you did not see me, you were not trying to look at all, because I was all over the camera. And that's nothing. Next week, I'm going to be seriously like smack dab in the middle of hard cam, man. So I will be all over the show. The show was fun, man. It was fun. You know, a wrestling show, any wrestling show, live is what you make of it. You know, if you sit with no intent of enjoying yourself and trying not to have fun, you're not going to. But if you just, you know, get into it, you know, just have some fun with it. The people around me were all fucking great. I had some of you guys there came up to me and spoke to me. I thought that was awesome. So I appreciate that. It was fun. It was fun. If you guys ever get a chance, I recommend you go, because it was not expensive and it was cool, man. So let's get into the show. As usual, it starts off with a recap package of last week. The show starts off in the ring with Trinity. Trinity is back in Chicago. And my God, man, we love Trinity here in Chicago, boy. The pop was fantastic. When I call out a pop for being great, I am talking about in proportion to the size of the crowd and the venue and everything else. So if you go back and watch it, I mean, don't expect like a Austin pop, you know, but nonetheless, it was fun. It was cool. She recalls almost giving up on pro wrestling. She came out and said that she was almost done with pro wrestling, and that lull after leaving WWE. You know, WWE has a tendency to just drive the wrestling passion from your body. Whether you're talent, whether you're a fan, either way, they have the ability to just suck all of your passion for pro wrestling out of you. And apparently that is what happened to Trinity Fatu. She says it was like going from her lowest point when she left, but then to her highest point when she joined Impact in April. She held up her promise that she would become the Knockouts champion. And as soon as she said that, she said, I promised I would be champion, and I did. And then we started chanting, yes, you did. Yes, you did. It was kind of awesome. It was kind of cool. Then Deonna Purrazzo shows up, interrupts. She's like, hold on for a minute here. She says if they're recreating Trinity's debut, then it's only fitting that she interrupts. And the crowd starts chanting, you tapped out. Fun fact, I personally started that chant. I was front row and I started screaming, I couldn't wait to tell her she tapped out. I wanted to make sure she remembered that shit. I was the first one screaming, you tapped out. But the only difference here is that Trinity is champ. Deonna reminds her that she knew what it was like to win the title in her first shot. The difference between them, though, is that Deonna isn't a quitter. She says, I'm not a quitter. And right away, we get right back into, you tapped out. The fuck you talking about? You tapped out, motherfucker. Purrazzo says she'll get her title back at Emergence because nobody can beat her twice. Now, I'm no Impact historian, all right? So there has to be a few of you out there that can confirm this for me. Didn't Mickie James beat her twice? I don't know. Fuck do I know, right? What do I know? The Coven comes out. They interrupt. Kylan King comes out and she calls it the Deonna and Trinity show before bashing both of them. The Coven is upset that they lost to Trinity and don't have the title right now. Taylor Wilde throws cards in Trinity's face, leading to a big brawl. And then security has to pull him apart. Then in comes Santino, doing his best Teddy Long impressions, as we're going to make this a tag team match player. All right. So they don't want to do this later. They want to do it now. So first off the gate, here we go. Trinity and Purrazzo versus the Coven. Can they coexist? Can they coexist? I started screaming that one, and the people around me got a good chuckle out of that. Trinity and King start by locking up. They back off to stare down and kind of like give a, ooh, I guess your powers are as strong as mine type stare down, right? King manages to pick Trinity up and take her to the Coven's corner. The Coven tries to double team her, but Trinity double kicks them in the gut. Trinity takes Wild over takes Wild over to her corner where Deonna was and just started punching away. Deonna tags in, takes over with some stumps. It's not long before Wild takes control and corners Deonna in the Coven's corner. King plants Deonna with a suplex. Trinity finally gets the big tag. She gyrates on Wild. She put all of those assets in Taylor Wilde's face. Shout out to Tony Brown. Wild is planted into the turnbuckle. Trinity goes up top, but King distracts long enough for Wild to retaliate. Taylor Wilde grounds Trinity with a headlock to the mat. Kylan King helps dump Wild onto Trinity for a cover. Trinity manages to spike Wild with the head scissors to gain some space. She crawls over and tags out. Deonna meets King with a clothesline. Purrazzo applies a Fujiwara armbar to King, rolls through it. King drops Deonna onto her knee and then plants her with a DDT. Deonna elbows away and then hits a pump kick. Wild hits double knees on Deonna, but Trinity runs in with the rear view. It's a very nice view. King tosses Trinity with a German, and all four are down. We get lots of "This is awesome" chants. It was a pretty awesome match. Deonna and King trade shots until King boots her. King goes for King's curse, but Deonna drags her down into the armbar. Wild breaks it up. Trinity goes to kick Wild, but she ducks and kicks Deonna instead. They cannot coexist. Wild throws Trinity out of the ring. King lands the King's curse, and Deonna eats the pinfall. Coven wins. Deonna Purrazzo takes the L. I guess they could not coexist, guys. Interesting. So Trinity has been involved with the Coven since she has pretty much debuted, and Deonna Purrazzo. I like what they're doing together. I'm ready to see Trinity move on to other things. Same for the Coven. But we'll see. I guess they have to do the contractual rematches because wrestling, got to do the contractual rematches. So we cut to the back. We got the Rascalz in the backstage promo ahead of their match tonight. Scott D'Amore walks up and says, "You guys are being punished for your recent behavior. They're being fined, but they'll still be in the tournament," because he sees no reason to punish the fans for it because these guys are a great tag team. And the Rascalz are fucking awesome too, man. If they interfere in any of the matches, they'll be indefinitely suspended without pay. That's not good. They don't want that. Alicia Edwards brags about running Tracy Brooks out of the company. Jody Threat interrupts, but Eddie cuts her off. Jody says she doesn't like bullies, and they shouldn't be treating a legend that way. Alicia says she'll prove a point and run Jody out of Impact. A match has been booked for next week. Jody Threat, Alicia Edwards. Let's see how it goes. I know exactly how it goes because I saw it. Ha ha ha. Back to the action in the ring. We have Heath versus Allen Angels. Angels. Excuse me. Angels. He hides out in the corner to start the match. They lock up. Angels getting his left arm worked over by Heath. Allen slaps Heath and then ducks out to save himself. They run the ropes until Heath knocks him down with a clothesline and then back elbows. Heath hits a hip toss and Angels rolls out again. Heath follows but runs his knee into the steps when Angels duck. Back inside the ring, Angels kicks the back of the knees. Heath punches his way back to his feet until Angels drop kicks. Fucking Clucky. Kingo of DMC with a $15 super chat says, "Hey man, great talking to you at the taping. I was the big guy with the fro. King of DMC. I remember you, bro. That was awesome, man. Thanks." And I saw the Joe Hendry clip that they posted on Impact's website. So I saw you night 2, but that was night 1, and I saw you standing right behind me on that night 1 clip. That was awesome, man. Really good dude. Thanks for saying hello, man. I appreciate that. Let's see. Angels goes up for a crossbody, but Heath catches him into a power slam for a near fall. Angels kicks the knee and goes for a backslide. Heath gets up and lands wake up call for the win. Heath Miller with the victory. Heath is such a Heath is an undercard man of the people, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, every promotion he goes to, he is completely over as a babyface, but not a main eventer, nothing like that. I mean, it's not like anyone's trying to get him, you know, pushed to the top of the card, anything like that. But he's just enjoyable. He's very likable. He's very likable, man. I really enjoy Heath. Fabian Cleveland, welcome to the Taco Crew. Susan, Quaz, let's get this guy a chair up front. Let's get this guy a chair up front, please. Why did my wife bring me a warm water? Like, she didn't want me to drink this cold one that I have right here? What the fuck is wrong with her, man? Don't get it. Gia Miller is backstage. She interviews Eric Young. Back from the dead, Eric Young.
How about thank you?
See what I got to deal with? Anyway, Gia asked him, Gia said, how the fuck are you not dead? We saw you. You were dead, brother. Eric Young says, it's a fair question. The truth is, the world that saw that video thought they knew what the truth was. Tonight, they're going to see what really happened. What really happened with Eric Young. Up next, Jake Something versus Davey Vega. This is very much so a enhancement match. Nothing to it at all. This is Jake Something getting some momentum and getting some just getting some W's behind him. Jake Something is turning out to be something. He has a very nice build. He has the energy. I'm not sure about the charisma. All right, I'm not sure about the charisma, but he has the energy and he has the look, and he's just a big, tough fucking dude, man. He throws Vega down to the mat. Vega tries for a headlock just to get launched across the ring. Bro, it was just, Jake hits into the void for the win. This was just a slaughter, man. A slaughter. I like Jake Something so far. I'm not completely completely sold on him, but I like him. He's all right. We see a replay of how Lio Rush decided to side with Bully Ray, Moose, and Myers last week. Backstage, the trio confront Rush. Bully says they're extremely happy that he chose to side with them. Lio says he isn't going to pretend like he likes this alliance. He's not there to make friends. He said that multiple times. Lio has been very consistent, saying, I'm not here to make friends, bro. I'm here to win championships. Moose says they don't want to be his friend. Moose is so fucking awesome, man. Moose said, we don't want to be your friend. They just want him on their team. Lio says they can trust him come emergence, but this isn't going to last long. Bully says it could last a lifetime. Bully got a 6-man booked for next week. He wants Lio to be at ringside to watch. So he wants Lio to have a seat, front row, take a look and see at what these guys can do together. Let's see how the match comes out. We have the Digital Media Championship. Kenny King versus Yuya. Uemura versus...
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Sometimes you just gotta embrace it. Hendry and Yuya have tension to start the match off because this is Joe Hendry's contractual rematch when he lost his title to Kenny King. But Hendry's not too pleased about how Yuya just kind of shoehorned his way into his contractual rematch. So instead of a one-on-one rematch, his contractual rematch has turned into a triple threat. Hendry's not happy about that one. So they have tension to start off. King keeps breaking them up because they keep trying to go after each other. Yuya rolls up King, then Hendry tries to roll up King. Hendry and Yuya team up on King to get the champ down. Yuya extends a hand, but Hendry applies a headlock. Yuya tries for a waist lock before King strikes Hendry. King lands a snap suplex out of the corner and then boots Yuya on the other side. King gets thrown out for a little bit. Then Hendry hits a neck break on a Yuya, who DDTs King going into the break. They come back from the break. Hendry is suplexing King for a cover attempt. King gets up and chops at the chest. King hits a sunset out of the corner, followed by a spine buster, but Yuya breaks the cover. Yuya gets tossed out, so Hendry and King exchange blows again. There's a lot of singling one out to get some one-on-one time, which is par for the course for a triple threat match. King nails a power slam for a cover attempt. Yuya goes up top and hits both with a cross body. Yuya throws a forearm shot on both. King gets planted with a bulldog. Hendry drop with a belly-to-back suplex. Yuya covers Hendry, but King breaks it up. All three men are down and then rise up at the same time. They all trade blows. Uppercuts from Hendry to King, but King fires back with a kick to the head. Yuya drop kicks the champ. Yuya goes up, but Hendry hits him with a cutter from the top rope. This is a very awesome spot. Sheldon pulls Hendry out. King covers Yuya for a near fall, but then Hendry levels Sheldon on the floor. King throws Yuya into Hendry on the apron, and King lands the royal flush and pins Yuya to retain. Kenny King is still your digital media champion. This was a good match. It told an interesting story. It looks like this was a way to branch Joe Hendry away from the digital media championship, and it appears that he's now going to feud with Yuya. He's probably upset that he interjected himself into his rematch. So now they'll probably go on to do something, and then Kenny King can go on to do something fresh. Not bad. Not bad as far as the story goes, but it was a really good match. Let's see how it progresses from there. Gia Miller speaks to Speedball and Gresham backstage. Last I heard from Gresham, he was talking about walking out because everybody cheats. Gresham said, I don't want to do wrestling anymore. People cheat. Nobody told Gresham that heels exist. I don't know. Gresham says he feels confident with a man like Speedball, but Speedball interrupts and says he had to convince Gresham to even participate in this tournament. Gresham reminds Mike that Wentz cheated last week to beat him, to beat Speedball. Gresham says optimism doesn't win matches, and then he walks off. Gresham does. Gresham said, look, I'll watch your back, you watch mine. Let's just go. Like, all right. They air a vignette from Josh Alexander and Time Machine. Let's see. We got TMDK versus Eddie Edwards and Moose is now set for the Multiverse United 2. Angelina Love, Velvet Sky, and Awesome Kong are all confirmed to appear on Impact 1000. Impact 1000 is going to be in New York. I wonder if JD's gonna go. We shall see. Backstage, Jessica and Courtney running the crazy Steve, who questions, where the fuck is Rosemary? Me and you both, Steve. Me and you both. I asked Courtney where the hell Rosemary was while I was at the taping. She answered back with a, yeah! Not quite the response I was hoping for, but that was the answer that I got. Tag team tournament, first round match. We got the Rascalz versus Mike Bailey and Jonathan Gresham. Oh, what is this? What is this? We have Ryan, the Canadian Chipmunk, with the 13 months and the $5 super sticker, says, been having a nice summer. Hope you have been enjoying Impact. Still loving most of AEW, especially Collision. Yeah, me too, man. I'm enjoying it, Collision and AEW as well. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Good to see my regs in here. Unpopping in the house. Good to see the regs back, man. It's good to see you guys. So we get this tag team match for this tournament. Mike Bailey starts off the match. Rascalz try double teaming early on, but then it comes down to Bailey and Wentz. Wentz gets taken down with an arm drag, followed by a big kick to the chest. Bailey unloads more kicks. Gresham comes in and ties up Wentz's arms. I mean, and he just pretzeled him, man. He just regal stretched Wentz, man. It looked like that was some serious pain going on right about there. That allowed Trey to kick him in the back. Wentz takes control, low blows with the rope, and then tags out. Speedball gets knocked off the apron, heading into the break. When we come back, Gresham is doing his best against a double team until the numbers catch up to him. New Taco Crew member, man. That's what's up. Wild Stallion 77. What is good with ya? Susan, get this guy a chair. Get this guy a chair right up front. We need another chair right up front. Get Fabian out. Get Fabian out. Put him somewhere in the third or fourth row. Third or fourth row should be good. We want to put Wild Stallions up front now. That's what we want to do. That's what we want to do. Let's see. We come back from the break. That's right. Trey tries to cover. Gresham hoists Trey up for a body slam. Bailey flies in off the top rope with a missile drop kick. Shooting star into a cover. Rascalz turn things around as Wentz hits a meteor on the Bailey with an assist from Trey. Wentz hits a knee strike before Bailey kicks him in mid-air. Trey and Gresham, they get tags. Simultaneous tags there. Bailey rolls Gresham up into a cutter on Trey. Wentz breaks the cover with a swanton, knocking into the ref. Gresham hits a moonsault off the ropes onto Wentz. Bailey throws Trey inside for a powerbomb from Gresh. Gresham punches and then covers again. Wentz throws a can of paint into the ring. Bailey wipes him out. Trey sprays Gresham with the spray paint and then rolls him up for the win. Rascalz get the W. What is it with spray paint and wrestling these days? The Outcasts, the Rascalz. Are we just loving spray paint again these days? I don't get it, man. Tim B with the 7 months says FTR may be the champs, but my favorite tag team is FJD. I don't know what that tag team is, bro. But Tim, so the guy, remember when you said there was a fan there and I thought it was I thought it was someone else. But the guy that I was talking about is in that clip that Impact posted with Joe Hendry. He's standing right behind me, the dude with the afro. That's the guy I was talking about, but that's not the same guy that you were talking about. Fabian Cleveland with the $5 super chat says, you're wrong for that, Jess. LOL. Big fan, man. Keep doing your thing, bro. I'm sorry about that, Fabian. Susan. Get Wild Stallions the hell out of here. Put them in the 5th row, and we're going to put Fabian back up in the front. All right? We got a complaint. We can't deal with complaints, man. So, put them in the front. All right. Rascalz win that one, and that pretty much wraps up the episode. But before they left, they gave us this vignette, all right? They gave us a vignette to explain what the hell happened to Eric Young. We cut to exclusive footage of what happened between Eric Young and Deonna last year. My wife says, can we just make the front row longer? What is it about my wife? It's just never long enough. She's always complaining that it's just not long enough. She just needs it longer. How do I edit that out? How do I edit that out? Huh. It says here we're live. Huh. Well, that's kind of embarrassing. All right. We cut to the exclusive footage of what happened with Eric Young and Deonna last year. We see Deonna stab Eric Young and then place the knife on the table. What the fuck was happening in Impact before I started watching? I'll repeat that. We see Deonna stab Eric Young and then place the knife on the table. Okay. Eric Young's body is shown, and then he coughs up blood and laughs. Dude, what the fuck is going on? And you guys complain about Moxley. He crawls outside to his motorcycle. He puts his helmet on. He puts his helmet on because he doesn't want to get hurt. You know, he doesn't want to break any laws. He has to put his helmet on before he goes anywhere. This is so fucking stupid. He puts his helmet on, face and fist still bloody, before riding off into the night. He has a voiceover questioning if death is final and why we're scared to live. Death can be beautiful, but he's not dead yet. He's more than life. He's an idea, and he will live forever. So apparently, Eric Young did not die by stabbing from Deonna. He got up, got on his bike, and he rode all the way to WWE Catering, where he stayed there for a few years and then came back, I guess. Huh. That was just weird. What the fuck? I mean, he gets stabbed? No one complained about this? You can't stab people in pro wrestling, man. I know we're supposed to suspend our disbeliefs, but come on, he was stabbed. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? I'm still trying to get into Eric Young, man. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be very honest. I am trying to get into Eric Young. I've yet to find something in Eric Young to gravitate to relate to. You know, he's a very cool dude. I actually ran into him at the show outside of the arena. We were walking the same direction to our cars. By the way, do you guys want to know what the weirdest experience was of my entire weekend at Impact? This is the weirdest thing. All right, so I go to the bathroom, right? And my wife said, oh, here we go. Dude, I go to the bathroom. I got to go take a piss because it is so hot in that arena. It is so hot. Everyone there is chugging water. People are buying more water than beer. All right. That's how hot it was. It's just so hot. So I got to go take a piss. I go take a piss. And you can even see me at some point, like during one of the matches, you just see me disappear from the front row. I'm not there anymore. And I'm telling you where I went. I went to the washroom, went to go take a piss, and it was pretty empty because the show was going on. I'm pissing in one of the stalls, not in one of the urinals, not the stalls. Someone comes into the bathroom and starts peeing a couple of stalls over from me. And you know the guy code. You don't look over at some dude when you're peeing next to him, right? So I get done peeing, and I go turn around to go wash my hands, and I see who's next to me. PCO is in the bathroom pissing right next to me. You want to talk about fucking awkward, man? Because I tell you right now, I'm pretty sure he has not. But if he has ever, by some way, caught a glimpse of this show in the past and got a glimpse of my opinions and what I thought of him being in the ring at his age and the stuff they have him doing, he probably wouldn't have been happy with me. And it doesn't make it any better that his dick is out. That does not make it any better at all. He could be upset with me. His dick is out. It got very awkward and uncomfortable. So I kind of just turned the water on and ran my hands under it and got the fuck out of that bathroom right away. That got very fucking awkward. And also, there was another experience in the bathroom, but I'll save that experience for next week because it was a part of next week's tapings anyway. But I just had to share that. I just thought that was some of the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life. Just just a wild PCO. Just, I was expecting him to kind of grunt like, Frankenstein monster, but he didn't. He did not. That is today's show. It's fucking weird, man, but wait till next week's story. It gets even fucking weirder. Let's shout out all of the Taco Crew members, bruh. Let's shout out all of the Taco Crew members. If I do not read your name on here right now, and I read it tonight, that is why, because I pulled up this list before the new members joined, but that's why I called you guys out during the show. Susan D, 13 months. Gravity Guy, 3 months. Phyllis Owens, 11 months as a member. JP Giles, 13 days. I appreciate you. Brian Owens, 13 days. NCO7, 4 months. Greg Goldman, 1 month. Tim B, 7 months. Johnny Nguyen, 1 month. Tony Brown, 1 month. PD Shaw, 1 month. Stu Sexton, 2 months. Robert Hurt, 2 months. Chelsea, 13 months. That's what's up. Eric Newton, 3 months. Ryan, the Canadian Chipmunk, 13 months. RDX, 3 months. Swift 718, 4 months. Destiny, FOMO. Holy shitballs. Destiny FOMO, 4 months. my main man, my guy, Osakui, with the $500 super bomb. Holy shit. He says, great job tonight, bro. Glad you enjoyed the tapings. Let's keep these Impact reviews going and the Taco crew growing. Man. Osakui, man, you are a blessing, bro. You are a blessing, and I appreciate you, man. I have no words, man. Guys, Osakui has been a firm supporter of myself and JD, and I don't know where I would be without him, man. That is a fact. That is a fact. Let's get through these super chats, man. Holy shit, man. Thank you so much, Osakui. FOMO. We have Golden Boy, 4 months of a Taco Crew member. Sinister Classic, 9 months. Lord J. Coyle, 5 months. Jedi Joker, 5 months. MGM Ballin, 7 months. Eddie Foster, 7 months. We have Lourdesness, 11 months. Stephen Van Deli, my boy, 8 months. We have Fresh Stylers Inc., 9 months. Mary Alakathari, 12 months. Joey Clemenza, 13 months. Tan May, 13 months. Azetta, my sister, is still here, man. Look at that. 13 months. Raging Girl Gamer, 13 months. Lord Quaz, 13 months. You guys are all incredible, man. You guys are awesome. I appreciate all of you. And I think I'm going to do this every week. I want to make sure that the Taco Crew members get individual shout outs every fucking week, because you deserve it, because you reach into your pockets and you help this channel expand, you help it grow. And Osakui, I don't have words, man. I appreciate you. Guys, that is today's show. Thank you guys so much for being here. Wait. She said John is here. Says John is my guy. Ah, that's Emery. Yo, my godson is in the chat, bro. My godson is right here in the chat watching. What is up, Emery? What's going on, man? Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. I'll let you know. I'll get with you and let you know how to become a member, man. I appreciate you so much, bro. That is awesome, man. Thanks for showing up. Let's get out of here, man. I don't want to keep you guys any longer than we need to. Thanks for being here and hanging out with us, man. This was great. This was the shit, man. We will do this again next Thursday for the second night of tapings in Chicago. I will be even more front row on that day, because my seat got moved from the corner from when you saw me straight to the middle, bro. I'm right smack dab in the middle of hard cam. I'll see you guys next week. I'll tell you the other bathroom story that I got. We'll get into it next week. My name is Jesse, aka your very own one and only Chi-Town Smart. I appreciate you all. Peace. Drama that did it to him once again. Chance that you get, change to your face and the blood to the covers, undisputed bitch. And again, to the end of the pen, be worse than this sin against men. I'm feeling fenced in. From birth, saw the light of the earth, and I've been fucked up since then. This fusion, clenching, that might get a bitch contusions. It's two of Chicago's fucking gruesome. Introducing to you the flux. Big dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? All over the world, it's the same old thing. Psychodrama, fluctuating.
My continuous output, my flow of ideas for years been thrilling in me. Please don't stop this feeling in me before the feeling get to killing in me. See, I'm into mayhem. When I play here, the streets are happy, and then I'm ready to leave your grave in. Lucifer got nothing to do with this shit. To the days of dirt, getting fucked up within. And I put that on the house, bitch. To the days of the dirt, you gon' cancel that down shit. Silly motherfucker.
And you can inhale the danger. Consider this us spilling out pills of anger. Fuck around, swell a vein up and make you rebel on the stranger. Get contained up, things I'm thinking. Sometimes I be feel like I'm sinking in the motherfucking words of the rap. Floating in the ink pen, breathing and blinking as I lead you to the brink and push you off in the deep end of the issue. Out of the realm of reaching, you ain't gonna know what the fuck to hit you cause you sleeping. Chicago up in your motherfucking shit. Here to show you how worse of it fucking get. Don't play by books. I'm really up in it, burning the rules. Fuck that instruction shit.